Here we go. Hey everybody, you're rolling with the chemise. And here we are, we're going to do a quick clip here today on some chemise pickled onions for brisket, tacos, you name it. I love putting it in a wrap, anything like that. Sangies, just a snack on is great too. You can do them spicy, you can do them whatever, sweet. However you do them, you're going to learn it here today. Well, I just do it my way. Eyeball everything and away you go. So yeah, I'm the cook in the corners. So here we are, you guys. Take your purple red onion. I use this. I use a mandolin for this, or is that what they call this, John?
I think.
Mandolin, I think. And so you just basically, you slice it up nice and thin. You want these nice and thin, your pickled onions. Oh, look at this, works great, you guys. And so anyhow, we just do that there, just like that. Nice and thin, in they go. Ooh, we're getting quite a few in here now. Okay, that's all right, you guys. Just do that. Like I said, you're winging it here at the chemise. I just loosen them up, get them all kind of going like that. I'm gonna pull a couple of these out, put those there for a sangie later or a shot of whiskey. Hang a licking on a 60-pounder later and have a couple onions. Okay, so now what I do here, you guys, is I heat up some water. It's not boiling, and I just dump it in here. Now what I do with this here, and the reason I'm doing this, is because, and I'm gonna let that soak for a few minutes here. We're just gonna run to the commercial break, but I'm gonna explain before we go to commercials. This here, I just give it a couple of these, let that hot water in there, and it just kind of desensitizes that onion a little bit. And apologize for wearing these glasses. I got a little bit, suffered a little welder flash here the other day. But anyhow, back to our onions.
Sorry, I just have to pull out one onion. Look at the heart right there.
Oh yeah, look at that, John. We're both right here, Johnny.
There you go.
Oh, right there. It's just past Valentine's Day too. Look at that, John. See? Very, very nice, Johnny. I love you.
Love you too.
So now that being said, they're soaking. You can smell that right away. It's just taking down some of that pungent onion, and is how we like to do it anyways. You don't have to do this step either, by the way. Like I said, when you're winging it and rolling with the chemise, you just wing it. So come on back and we'll have this cleaned up, and I'm going to show you how to whip up this brine, and away we go.
You're on, John.
You ready to roll there, Johnny?
Yep.
Beautiful, we're live. And here you are with the shems. Pickled onions. Here we go for the brisket buns tomorrow. Brisket tacos, I think, too, eh?
Yes.
Right on. Okay, you guys, this is what I do. I add a little bit of kosher. You can use any kind of salt, but I prefer kosher for this. I put a good, healthy, just makes it taste better. There's salt and pickles, too. It just gives it good flavor and stuff. So there we are there, just like that. And then, guys, I like ours a little bit sweeter. We're real sweet and savory around here. We are real sweet too, aren't we, Johnny?
Oh, absolutely.
So I put a little sugar in just like so. It just eyeball. And what I do here now, guys, is you don't have to add this. You can put out, lots of people put jalapenos and stuff in, which is good, or chilies. Chilies go great too. I prefer the black pepper just because the kids aren't really major spice addicts, and neither is my wife. So, except for Brooklyn. But this way you just still get a little bit of rock and roll there, but not that. You're not looking for a jug of milk, eh? Now, what I do here is the story is I do about 50, so 1 cup of water to half cup vinegar. So I split her in half. And I use distilled water. I don't use the chemical water out of the tap. So 1, 2, not good, John. I'm gonna be a little bit stronger here, Johnny. That's okay, John. That's okay. We wing it. That's still going to be good, trust me. But might just be a bit vinegary. So what we'll do there, you guys, is we'll just add a little bit of this here, just like that. A little extra sugar. Perfect. Now, just give that a little stir. Just get a nice close-up of this, John. Now, when you use a nice white vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar too, you guys. I just use whatever I have on hand. Rice vinegar works well too. But I find with this nice white vinegar like this, you get a really nice pink brine. And it just looks really nice. It really does. Now, what I do here, half an hour, you can start eating these. But I like to at least let mine sit for about 24 hours in the fridge. Nice and cold. I use a nice sealed lid like this, as you can see. In it goes. Tomorrow, company's coming. We've got a band rolling into the garage here. We're going to be having a few drinks. We're going to be rocking and rolling and get a little twisted up. And then I start feeding people. And that way I get them half tanked and send them home early after a couple of big buns like this and some of these onions. So what I'm going to do here is keep these on hand and get the briskets out and the pork shoulder. Feed them all good, and then they're full. They just want to lay around. They want to idle back home and lay on the couch and watch episode of Flintstones or Scooby-Doo or whatever. So, and it's a good way for me to get to bed early because I love going to bed early. But anyhow, you guys, there you have it right there. And that water, distilled water, I just do that a little bit warm, just so that it opens up the pores right now and letting the vinegar and all them peppercorns in. But like I said, 20 minutes, you could actually eat them right now, but half an hour in, they're great. But 24 hours is even better. So I just seal it like that. In they go. And there's a beautiful, beautiful condiment or whatever you want to call that there, garnish topping for your tortillas, briskets, you name it, sandwiches, pickles and briskets and this, and pink onions is just, red onions is just fantastic, pickled onions. So burgers, great on burgers. But anyhow, I'll quit yakking on. Pickled onions with the chemies. We'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging.